So in this session, we will be studying about microorganisms and us. Before this, we need to know that microorganisms play a very important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, whereas some are harmful and cause diseases. Let us study about them in detail, and for this first session, we will be studying about the friendly microorganisms. So do you know that microorganisms are helpful too? Microorganisms are helpful too. So the girl is confused. So basically, microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol since ages. They are used in cleaning up of the environment. The organic wastes are broken down into harmless and usable substances by bacteria. Bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. In agriculture, they are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. They are used in the preparation of curd, bread, and cake. Don't get confused, we will be reading about them in detail. So basically, we now know that there are friendly microorganisms which can be used for various purposes. Like microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol, used in cleaning of environment. Organic wastes are broken down into harmless and usable substances, used in preparation of medicines, used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen, used in the preparation of curd, bread, and cake. Thus, these microorganisms, which are used to perform such functions, are friendly in nature. So, we are starting to study about the friendly microorganisms. And these type of microorganisms perform the following functions. Now let us look at these in detail. Microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol since ages. Yeast, which is a microorganism, is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. For this purpose, yeast is grown on natural sugars. This process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation, which was discovered by Louis Pasteur. So as we read that microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol since ages, we read that how is it possible? So yeast, which is a microorganism, is used for the commercial production of alcohol and wine. For this purpose, yeast is grown on natural sugars. This process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation, and this was discovered by Louis Pasteur. Then we said that they are used in the preparation of bread and cake. So yeast, again, as we said, yeast is a microorganism. It reproduces rapidly and produces carbon dioxide. Thus, yeast is a microorganism which reproduces rapidly to produce carbon dioxide. Bubbles of the gas fill the dough and increase its volume, making the bread fluffy and soft. So the bubbles of the gas of CO2, that is carbon dioxide, fill the dough and increase its volume, making the bread fluffy and soft. So now we know that why the bread and cakes are fluffy in nature, because the yeast is present in them and it reproduces rapidly to produce carbon dioxide, and this gas is responsible for the fluffiness of the bread and its softness. So here we can see that before mixing the yeast, the dough looked like this, and after mixing it, it became fluffy and soft. Then we need to read about the preparation of curd. As we read that microorganisms help in this also. So curd contains several microorganisms. Of these microorganisms which are present in the curd, the bacterium Lactobacillus promotes the formation of curd. It multiplies in milk and converts it into curd. So basically, the microorganism named Lactobacillus is present in the milk. It multiplies itself in the milk and converts it into curd. Thus, this microorganism promotes the formation of curd. So, that is why my mother added a little curd to warm milk. Yeah, generally we see for the formation of curd, generally a little curd is mixed with it. And when we read about the preparation of curd, now we can clearly understand that why mother adds the little curd to the warm milk. So, bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. This was also learned when we read about the study of the friendly microorganisms. So, whenever we fall ill, we take tablets, capsules, or injections such as penicillin. The source of these medicines is microorganisms. So whenever we fall ill, we visit to a doctor. He or she gives us some tablets, capsules, or injections to make us feel better. The sources of these medicines are microorganisms. These medicines kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganisms and are called antibiotics. You must be familiar with this word, as whenever you fall ill or feel sick, the doctor writes an antibiotic for you, and these medicines basically kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganism in your body and are called antibiotics. For example, streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycin. These all are the antibiotics. Streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycin. Penicillin was the first discovered by Alexander Fleming. And then so this is something to read about. When a disease carrying microbe enters our body, the body produces antibodies to fight it. So antibiotics are basically prescribed by the doctor. We consume it to kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganisms. But whenever a disease carrying microbe enters our body itself produces an antibody to fight it. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. Thus, if one kind of disease is already entered in your body will produce antibodies to fight against it, and it will also store a memory about the type of microbe so that it can fight against it if it enters again in your body. So, if dead or weakened microbes are introduced in a healthy body, the body fights and kills them by producing suitable antibodies. The antibodies remain in the body and we are protected from the disease causing microorganisms, basically the microbes. So Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine for smallpox. Smallpox is again a disease caused by microorganisms. So this is a concept where we know that whenever a disease carrying microbe enters our body, the body produces antibodies to fight it. It also remembers the type of microbe so that if it enters again, it can fight against it. Thus, whenever the dead or weakened microbes are introduced in a healthy body, they are fought and killed by the production of suitable antibodies, and Edward Jenner was the first one who discovered the vaccine for smallpox. Thus we read about friendly microorganisms. We read that why they are friendly, because they perform steps or a number of specific functions. Then we read about each of the function in detail, that how it is performed, and then this was the last slide and we read about that how the bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. So with this we are over with the friendly microorganisms. Then we will be studying about the harmful microorganisms.